For sure. Well, it is time to regret our words and deeds.
Already have been. Star of the CBSN app, John Dapkovich, is in the Good Day Kitchen reheating some leftovers this morning.
Nobody's on it more than me.
Nope.
It's so true. It's just a fact.
All right, guys, so if you don't know how the game works, I mean, wow. But these are the stories they did not choose in the last hour when we did choose the news. That's why we call it the leftovers, because nothing goes to waste here. Imagine me writing 3 stories and not using them. Okay, do you guys remember shots?
Yes.
That was one of the choices. Okay, a German man is facing criminal charges after a recent trip to get a COVID shot. Authorities say the man went to a clinic in the eastern German town of Eilenberg. I think we're all familiar. And an employee thought, you know what? I'm pretty sure I saw him here yesterday. It turns out they did. In fact, police say the guy was selling forged vaccine cards, but here's the thing. He was actually getting the shot each time.
Ooh.
They think he got as many as 90 COVID shots.
You're making this up.
No.
You're kidding.
So this guy is either immune up until COVID 57 or...
Oh my gosh. Or he's about to grow a tail.
Yeah.
Right.
It is unclear what health effects this may have had on the guy. He's either going to die or he's the most immune person in the world.
Yeah, he could live forever.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess his thing was like these have real vaccine like lot numbers on them or batch numbers.
Yeah.
And so I guess maybe he could charge a premium for his cards. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
90 shots, Mrs. Bueller.
Wow.
Okay.
What a dum-dum.
Second dish. Okay, do you remember? Remember the simplest solution? Remember?
Oh, yes.
That was a choice. All right, guys. Well, it's no secret that homelessness is a big problem in California, even in a place like Malibu. But the city of Malibu is considering a new plan to get people off the streets. It's estimated there are 140 homeless people living in that little seaside enclave. The city council wants to put all of them in a shelter in another city.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, that's...
You know, where they can get the services that can help them. That's right. Their plan for dealing with homelessness is to round everybody up and move them somewhere else.
Wow.
Now, of course, this begs the question. In such a wealthy town like Malibu with that kind of tax base, why not just provide those services in Malibu?
Yeah.
Well, that came up during a city council meeting, but Councilmember Bruce Silverstein addressed that issue, and I think we can all agree he's right. He said, quote, if we build it here, they will come. Malibu's a nice place to live.
Excellent point. I'd go.
Like,
I mean,
only we should be able to enjoy Malibu. That's what he's saying, essentially. He went on to say, I'm opposed to Malibu spending one dime to address efforts to, quote, solve homelessness issues or to assist anyone living unhoused in Malibu who is not formerly housed resident of Malibu. Because we know how many people go from the $20 million beach house to living behind Circle K.
Well, you know.
He'd help you if you previously lived in Malibu before you were homeless.
Wow.
Because that's a huge problem, Malibu residents becoming homeless all of a sudden.
Crazy.
Can you believe that guy?
Ooh.
Hey, we got an idea. What if we just moved him to Northridge?
What a piece of work.
And he said, there was this quote, dude said something about imposing themselves on the people of Malibu. It was like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Final one. Ready? This is the dessert course.
Okay.
This is Once Again It's On. Remember this one?
Yes.
Guys, the history of rap is defined by beefs, right? You got Biggie and Tupac, you got Jay-Z and Nas, and now the newest. Pusha T versus McDonald's.
Versus McDonald's.
Take a look.
How dare you sell a square fish, asking us to trust it? A half slice of cheese, Mickey D's on a budget. Arby's crispy fish is simply it. With lines round the corner, we might need a guest list.
Pusha T and Arby's have teamed up for a McDonald's diss track.
Wow.
Now, obviously, Arby's and McDonald's are rivals. There's a reason why they would want to do this, but you must be wondering, why would Pusha T want to do this? Well, it's personal, guys. He claims that he and his brother invented the I'm Lovin' It jingle, that they wrote that for McDonald's. There's some ad execs are like, no, we actually came up with that. But in this interview that he did with Rolling Stone, he's quoted as saying something they got paid $500,000. He wasn't sure. I feel like I'd remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, he says whatever it wasn't enough compared to the longevity of that ad campaign. In a statement, he said this was the perfect way to get back at McDonald's by doing this diss track. In a statement, Arby's chief marketing officer, Patrick Schwing, who we all know is about that life, said, quote, he said, quote, once you publish a diss track, there's no backing down. It's the ultimate expression of confidence in your talent, or in this case, taste.
Ooh.
So we should do a taste off between the McDonald's fish sandwich and the Arby's.
How dare you sell a square fish asking us to trust it? A half slice of cheese.
I just can't wait until Wendy's gets involved.
Man.
I'm not gonna lie though, this song.
So wait.
I'd drive around in the car listening to this.
So is he saying when he was with the Clips, right? That's the group
Yeah.
with his brother.
Yeah.
That they
wrote
did
the
this
I'm
song
loving it jingle, he says.
for the island. Wow.
Now here's the thing, isn't the jingle just I'm loving it? Like,
Yeah.
if I got paid $500,000 for that, I'd be like, that's pretty good.
And how old is he? Because that jingle came out a lot.
Well, I looked it
right?
up. He's my age.
Yeah, I was about to say he's in his
He's
40s.
not young.
Yeah, he's been around.
There's Pusha T and Arby's team up for McDonald's diss track.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's on the
Now, here's the thing.
It's on my bingo card. You can check that out. Yep.
Patrick Schwing, the chief marketing officer, just got to make sure he's not at the Source Awards this year, because who knows what could happen.
You ain't got no love for Arby's?
Yeah. Store manager all up in the fry station.
Why I say,
Why do I see Snoop?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You ain't got no love for the crispy fish sandwich?
so ridiculous. Thank you for that, Dab.
Oh, you guys are welcome.
That was wonderful.
Insert
Look at it.
the slap. Where's